crime of the century, but a story that involves hippies, rock stars, cults, Nazis, the Black Panthers, an impending race war, the Book of Revelation, and the Beatles is far more likely to catch on.
Admittedly, this is far out and bizarre, but these murders were exceptionally strange and exceptionally bizarre also. And you're not likely to find a garden variety type of motive for murders as strange and bizarre as these. You have to realize that.
In the same way, what's more satisfying? The ending of Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth's friendship being punctuated by the event that ended the 60s and the old Hollywood is a pretty good ending, but it's kind of a downer. We love a good story, but more so than anything, we like a good ending.
The last act makes a film. You can have flaws, problems, but wow them in the end, and you've got a hit.
But sometimes a great ending is one that's open-ended, one that's up for interpretation, one that retains a certain ambiguity, a shroud of mystery, one that gives you something to return to. The reason so many people are obsessed with the Manson family is because we still have no idea why they committed those crimes. It's to the point that it's 50 years later and they're still writing books about it, like Tom O'Neill's masterful Chaos and its accompanying documentary directed by none other than Errol Morris. The man sought to prove that Manson worked for the CIA for MKUltra. And while his story is far more compelling and believable than Bugliosi's, its odds and ends still cohere into an incomplete snapshot, a Polaroid slightly out of focus. Look, I'm excited for the adventures of Cliff Booth, mostly just because any collaboration between Tarantino and David Fincher has the potential to be the stuff of legend. But I'm also a bit nervous. Because the film is supposed to take place roughly 10 years later, they're gonna have to explain in one way or another what happened with Cliff and that pesky Manson family that one fateful night. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they should treat it like that flashback on the boat and move right past it. If they do choose to play Remember When, I hope that the film approaches the Manson murders, the Bruce Lee fight, and Cliff's wife the way
Welcome to my channel.
handled the subject of Deckard possibly being a replicant.
Welcome to my channel.
Both sides of the argument and leave the question hanging in midair. Because sometimes, when it comes to myth-making, it's best not to shatter the illusion. Better to leave some things up to the imagination.
Fair enough.
Yep, I think that should wrap things up pretty nicely.
So the maxi gun was just added in the Python.
This is the Makwawik, one of the most legendary weapons of all time, a sword with an edge of obsidian, the sharpest material on Earth. The Aztecs used these devastating weapons to build the most powerful empire of the continent. When the Spanish conquistadors first encountered the Makwawit, they were horrified. Eyewitness accounts insist it could decapitate a horse in a single swing. Today, we're going to uncover the truth behind that deadly reputation. We'll dive into its origins and recreate several authentic Makwawik. We will put them to the ultimate test against meat, armor, and even steel weaponry to see what this obsidian sword was truly capable of. The Makwawit became known to the pages of history when the Spanish first entered the Americas. I think everyone is fascinated by this period. Unlike many gradual changes in history, the Spanish conquest of the Americas happened quickly in brutal fashion with steel-bearing Spanish fighting against obsidian-armed Mexica. It was truly a clash of worlds, struggling for the future of the lands. And for the indigenous peoples of Mexico, that future came with devastating loss. Their way of life was shattered, and countless traditions and knowledge have faded away. Yet the Makwawit endured as a symbol of indigenous identity and warrior spirit. But here's the problem. Most people today have no idea what a real Makwawit actually looked like. The cheap replicas you've seen online with the blocky obsidian squares aren't even close to the weapons that shaped the fate of empires. And if we're going to understand how this weapon could slice through horses, armor, and men, we need to start with how a real Makwawit was made. Instead of square blocks, true Makwawit used long, razor-like obsidian blades that formed a continuous cutting edge, sharper than the finest steel. But to understand why, we need a quick lesson in flint knapping. When you strike a piece of flint or obsidian, they break in a smooth wave-like pattern known as a conchoidal fracture. This edge is significantly sharper than the finest steel blades. When viewed under a microscope, Steel blades have a jagged, irregular edge, while obsidian remains smooth. This creates a molecularly thin edge radius that can be only about 10 atoms thick, while the sharpest steel blades are around 500 atoms thick, meaning obsidian blades can be 50 times sharper than the sharpest steel blades. But not all obsidian tools are created equal. Most of the tools you see online are the product of bifacial knapping, the process of flaking both sides of a core to create a bifacial cutting tool. But these tools have jagged edges. They are great for cutting meat, but they are not the sharpest blades in the world. Regular obsidian flakes are actually much sharper, but they are often irregularly shaped. Ancient humans learned how to shape stone cores into cylindrical prisms so that they could take off long and even blades. These blades have a conchoidal fracture running down their entire length, providing an excellent cutting edge. This is what the blade of the makwawit is made out of. The Aztecs and other Mesoamerican cultures lived in one of the most obsidian-rich places on Earth, leading to them becoming one of the best flint-knapping cultures of all time. Their blades were so sophisticated that master flint-knappers struggle to replicate them to this day. I have flint-knapped for years, and I wouldn't even attempt to make Aztec prismatic blades as I know I will fail miserably. But luckily, I know Tony Soares, a true master.
Razor sharp.
I had him knap these blades and send me the cores they came off of. They are truly works of art. With this understanding, you can see why 99% of makwawit you see online are complete pieces of junk. People lack the knowledge, skill, or effort in order to make an accurate replica. But not on North 02. My growing suspicion of my own autism forces me to absolute historical accuracy. So next, let's look at authentic examples of makwawit that have survived. For a long time, it was thought that the last makwawit was destroyed in a fire at the Madrid Armory. Here, this absolutely stunning makwawit was housed alongside the last tepostiri, a bladed spear-like weapon used by the Aztecs. Both of them were highly decorated, with very fine obsidian blades in their edges. The curators actually thought these were Japanese weapons, hence the pictures with samurai armor. But these examples were eventually destroyed in a fire, and it was really sad knowing that they were lost. That is, until an authentic example was found in Mexico City. Known as the San Marcos street specimen, it was much simpler in design, likely representing the average makwawit used in battle. It was a little over a meter or 3.5 feet long and had a much different form than the Madrid specimen. So these are the only two surviving examples that are known publicly in the modern day. Apparently, there are almost certainly more in storage in Mexican museums or in the hands of private collectors, though as of now this is all we have. But we do know a lot more about these weapons from Spanish accounts, but also the Florentine Codex, one of the most legendary documents of all time. It consisted of 2,500 pages with 300 illustrations drawn by native artists. Notably, it featured many images of the makwawit, and resembled the San Marcos street specimen, suggesting they were indeed a common variety. They are often depicted as painted blue, which I find just fascinating. I will be recreating a few different varieties of makwawit. First, I will recreate the San Marcos street example. I used a board of white oak which I shaped with modern tools. This would have taken forever with the mostly stone tools of the Aztecs. Like I said, I got the obsidian blades made for me by a true master, and just look at them. They are absolutely stunning. But in order to be used, I have to trim both sides of them. This puts it into a more regular shape which can be fit in the edge of the makwawit. To have them, I used an extremely strong glue made of pine sap, charcoal, wax, and cordage. This might not be identical to the glue used by the Aztecs, but it's more or less the same thing. The glue not only locks the blades into place, but also makes an even transition from blade to wood. This creates much less friction when the blade encounters flesh. This is completely different from the horrible ones you see on the internet. I even created an example of a poorly made makwawit just to show you how bad they really are. Watch as ballistics gel encounters the obsidian square before running into the wood. This is no sword, it's a spiky club. Now watch as the ballistics gel encounters a real makwawit. Now this will kill. The finished product is a true beauty to handle. Holding it against the sun lets you appreciate that you are holding a saber made of volcanic glass. A truly legendary weapon that emptied the arteries of many men. This recreation resembles probably the most average makwawit, but I also want to make some other varieties. From direct accounts, we know they varied in size dramatically. Longer two-handed varieties described as being as tall as a man were recorded. I created a version of one of these also using a GoAT. Such a long handle will allow me to get some serious power into a swing, and I'm thrilled to try it out. On the opposite side of the spectrum is the Shosh, the smaller, more maneuverable version that was about 20 inches long with much fewer blades. It would have possibly been used as a sidearm or self-defense weapon. If we get to 100,000 likes in this video, I'll be giving away this weapon to one of you. In the other video I set a goal of like 10k likes and hit that in 3 days, so hey, I might as well shoot for more. The Aztecs also use other obsidian bladed weapons. Notably the spear-like Stampede. I couldn't help myself, so I just had to make one of these too. This weapon is honestly just as cool as the Maquaweet. Holding it against the sun is really just the coolest thing in the world. A spear made of volcanic glass. These weapons are truly beautiful and probably some of the coolest things I've ever made. Before we put these weapons to the test, let's quickly hear from a Spanish account about just how deadly they were. Conquistador Francisco de Aguilar wrote, "They used cudgels and swords and a great many bows and arrows. One Indian at a single stroke cut open the whole neck of Cristobal de Olid's horse, killing the horse. The Indian on the other side slashed at the second horseman, and the blow cut through the horse's tester, whereupon this horse also fell dead. Here many Spaniards fell, some dead and some wounded, and others without injury who fainted away from fright." This account really highlights just how effective these weapons were at lacerating flesh. In 2 separate cases, one cut from the Maquaweet was enough to kill a horse. In another account, a horse was completely decapitated with one slice, but we will get into that later. Now it's finally time to put this weapon to the test.
We're going to be testing the Maquaweet on this bone-in pork loin right here. It's got fat, it's got muscle, it's got bones, it's got everything. So we're going to see if these weapons were truly as deadly as the Spanish said they were. I literally just cut myself while filming that little intro, so yeah, this weapon is definitely super sharp. I also spent hundreds of dollars to buy this real rapier so we can compare it to the Maquaweet. This is pretty similar to what the Spanish actually carried with them as they fought the Mexica in Mexico. And if you haven't guessed yet, this video was pretty expensive to put together, so please leave a like. All right, I put the chainmail on because, you know, safety third. Let's take a swing at this thing, man. Gonna aim right here and just see what happens. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely devastating. We cut through it with such ease that I literally hit the backdrop because I was swinging so fast after cutting through it. And look at that wound. We cut right through the bone, all the way through all that meat. It didn't even stand a chance. And keep in mind, this isn't even a very big Maquaweet. This is like a pretty average sized one. So imagine what the two-handed one could do to a piece of meat, a horse, or a human. And we do have some damage on the edge, but this could have been from hitting that backdrop. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to watch the video back. But it's safe to say that the Maquaweet has exceeded my expectations in every way. All right, next we're gonna be cutting it at a slant, so hopefully we hit some bone and see just how obsidian holds up when hitting bone. Oh. Well, again, that was absolutely devastating, but this time it seems we caught a lot more bone. It seems that backbone was just too tough for the blade of the Maquaweet. We lost quite a few blades in that swing. But if we look at the blades, some of them are completely undamaged. Like this, the edge on this one is completely fine, so it seems that they just fell out of the glue. Let's do one more test before we test out the rapier. Oh my God. Well, I learned that the Maquaweet really doesn't like bone. It did do a ton of damage to that vertebrae, but it did explode the blades in the process. Still, that's an absolutely gruesome wound. Now, we're going to be testing out the rapier. I have to admit that I have no experience with swords, so this is going to be very amateur, but let's see what we can do. So the rapier is primarily a thrusting weapon, and though I have no experience with swords, I have done quite a bit of kickboxing, so I do understand how to throw a punch, and maybe that's a similar movement. I don't know. Anyone who's really into swords can comment down below. But let's see. Let's just do a few stabs first, and then we're going to do slices after. So I'm just going to throw it like a jab, pretty much. Oh, I missed. All right, now we're gonna put it to my rear hand, which would be my 2 if I was fighting, you know? So let's see if I can get a little more power into that. Oh. Wow, we just went right through that. That had some serious power. That would have been a dead Aztec warrior, I think. All right, let's hit it with another one of those really devastating thrusts. Oh. Well, in that example, I encountered bone with the thrust, but it didn't matter. It just bounced off and went right through anyways. So you can see how that'd be a huge advantage for the average Spanish soldier fighting the Aztecs. All right, now let's hit it with a good slash. Oh. That actually didn't work very well at all. I don't really know what happened. Maybe my edge alignment was bad, but it didn't slice through the bone and it didn't slice through the little chunk that was hanging off of it. All right, time to try again. Again, not very much. All right, this time we have a better shot at a lot of the meat and muscle, so let's see what happens. Oh. Well, the rapier really didn't cut as well as the Makawit. It left this huge chunk there. It didn't cut all the way through. It seems like it hit kind of the bone and just stopped, whereas the Makawit completely cut it off in one swipe and still had enough force to cut through my backdrop over there. You know, maybe that's just luck. Who knows? But I'm honestly really surprised. Maybe the edges of obsidian really just are that deadly. One big advantage I'll say, though, is that we barely have any blades left in our Makawit, whereas the rapier is pretty much untouched even though it hit bone. However, it seems like a lot of my blades actually flew out just because they weren't set in very well. They didn't even contact anything, they just flew out. So perhaps it has to do with my design. And this reminds me of a quote that the Spaniard said about the Makawit. So while the rapier was obviously a better thrusting weapon, the Makawit might have been a better slashing weapon.
Now I will read to you about the account of the horse being decapitated by the Makawit. Bernal Diaz de Castillo said, Pedro de Morón was a very good horseman, and as he charged with 3 other horsemen into the ranks of the enemy, the Indians seized hold of his lance and he was not able to drag it away, and others gave him cuts with their broadswords, and wounded him badly, and then they slashed at the mare, and cut her head off at the neck so that it hung by the skin, and she fell dead. This is one of the most famous accounts of the Makawit, as it suggests this weapon could decapitate a horse. He does say broadsword, suggesting it was a large 2-handed Makawit, which would make sense. Spike TV actually tried to test this out on a ballistics gel horse head. Unfortunately, they used a horrible Makawit, but even this example was very effective at decapitating the replica horse. Let's look at one more Spanish account that marvels at the effectiveness of the Makawit. They have swords of this kind, of wood made like a 2-handed sword. The edges are grooved, and in the grooves they insert stone knives that cut like a Toledo blade. I saw one day an Indian fighting with a mounted man, and the Indian gave the horse of his antagonist such a blow in the breast that he opened it to the entrails, that stretched it dead at his feet. For those unfamiliar, blades from Toledo, Spain were some of the best in the world. Since the times of the Romans, blades from Toledo have been revered for their superior quality. Even Japanese katana makers were blown away by Toledo steel, which was hard yet very flexible. Many conquistadors carried these blades into the New World, and the fact that this conquistador compared obsidian to Toledo blades was just too cool not to mention. But now, let's move on to the next test, decapitating a man.
Now it's finally time to try the 2-handed Makawit. We're going to be testing it out on this ballistics gel head. It's supposed to be 95% accurate to a real human head. First, I just want to see if we can slice it in half, and then next we're going to decapitate it. So this is going to be pretty cool. I am very scared to mess this up. Oh! Well, that was by all means a catastrophic failure. My Makawit split completely in half at the edge right here. All of the blades went flying out, basically on both sides too. We barely have any blades over here. So yeah, that was a total failure. Here's the blade of my Makawit. It still has a blade lodged between the wood right there. Pretty gnarly stuff. Only like 1.5 blades stayed in place. But if we look at the dummy, I mean, we did definitely kill him. You know, we cut right into his skull. That would have killed you. But this is definitely not how I wanted this to go. And I don't know if we're going to be able to decapitate him now because we only have 1 blade left in place. We still have some blades left, so let's try to decapitate him again. Oh. Well, that was epic. Even though our Makawit, it totally exploded. Look at this. We cut right through his face, broke his jaw. Oh my gosh, you can see we cut right through his teeth into his face. But look at that. That would have been a dead Spaniard right there. We got obsidian lodged in his face. Well, we got plenty of use out of this Makawit. Well, now it's time to test the only weapon we have left, the rapier. Oh! Well, the rapier is definitely deadly, but I think we already all knew that. So now let's try to cut his head in two, what the Makwa could not do. Oh man, I'm covered in blue dye all over my nice coat. Dang.
Well, the testing was fun, but I'm definitely disappointed. I believe that the grooves I cut to put the blades into the wood were far too deep, which led my two-handed Makwa to split easily. The wood was also far too thin, so I'm going to have to make some stronger replicas. But regardless of my tests, we know from Spanish accounts that many conquistadors were mortally wounded by these weapons. Imagine spending months at sea, then baking in the sun of Mexico just to get killed by a bunch of rocks glued to a stick. Jokes aside, the Spanish knew these weapons were deadly, and many of them wore armor to protect themselves. Full plate armor would have made a conquistador nearly invulnerable to Aztec weapons. Obsidian nor steel swords could cut through steel plate, but most conquistadors simply couldn't afford full plate, and even those who could often only wore partial plate due to the hot and humid climate of Mexico. This meant that often their limbs were left protected only by cotton padding or chainmail. But could the Makwa cut through mail? I honestly have no idea, and that's why I bought this mail to test it out.
So this is riveted chainmail. It's pretty similar to what the Spanish would have been wearing, and let's just see how it holds up. Will our Spanish dummies survive the Makwa? All right, we still get a lot of the blades, but I'm gonna need to hit this really hard. Well, I finally broke this Makwa, but I think we did significant damage to this guy. Obviously, we didn't cut through the mail, but the rings are pretty bent. That would have been a fatal wound right there. The skull is completely fractured all over right here. So though it wasn't actually the
Well, you know.
What you're about to see is my first full playthrough of Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. This game is darker than the original, even more unforgiving, and just as addicting. And if you didn't watch my playthrough of the first one or played it yourself, don't worry, the sequel has its own different setting and a story that holds up on its own. It also comes with many more playable characters, so for my first playthrough, I followed this formula. I would pick a character, name them, and then play the game as much as I could. And if at one point my saves were limited and the run was looking really bad and I hit a wall, I would just let that character die and start over again. By the end of this series, I will have done exactly one run with each of the characters, and whether or not I saw multiple endings or any ending at all, well, I'm gonna let that be a mystery for now. You'll have to see for yourself. This is Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. The first game was honestly really captivating, and if you haven't seen it, I will have a video with my full playthrough of it. Doesn't cover everything, but yeah. This game apparently is better in every single way, and I'm looking forward to finding that out. This time we have 8 characters instead of 4. I had a really quick look at them when I installed the game, and we basically have an ex-soldier, excels at range combat, great aim, occultist, focuses on creative uses of the otherworldly powers. Her abilities are no less impressive when used properly. A doctor, mainly focused on curing different status ailments, analyzing weaknesses in enemy anatomy. The mechanic can craft her own weapons. The yellow mage, use otherworldly powers to their own benefits. Interesting. The botanist, plants and herbs. She can create mixtures with strong healing properties, or she can use her knowledge to create potent poisons. She's also in a wheelchair, which is cool. This is the thug slash boxer. What a cool looking character. Underground boxing ring has taught the boxer how to deal with opponents barehanded. And the journalist. Wow. So the first game had a medieval setting, and this I think is like 700 or 600 years after. So it's a lot more modern, you can tell by their clothes. I feel like starting with Doctor might be a good idea. If we understand how the enemies work and their weaknesses, that could help us in future runs. I imagine that our first run is going to end in absolute disaster. So. Okay. Julia. I will name this character after you. Thank you so much for celebrating the 11 of 11 from the Netherlands with us and for the gifted subs. And Boba Soda, thank you for your prime as well. Easy. easier mode, fear and hunger mode, masochism mode. Chat, oh, I need your help. What is appropriate? I played the first game. Will I be ready for fear and hunger mode? Yeah? Is that like baseline? Good baseline? Start with easy? Listen, if we struggle, we'll go to easy. We're going fear and hunger. Oh. Skip the character history? No. The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. Since you were a toddler, you had been traveling around Europa with your parents. Your parents were devout followers of the older god of fertility and creation, Sylvian. Because of the nature of Sylvian's cult, in each new town, you'd witness your parents putting on their rabbit mask and heading to the meadows naked with all the other cult members. Yeah, okay. You hated this life. Your parents would be more concerned on the matters of religion than you. To make it worse, they even tried to pass on the healing gift of Sylvian to you. From very early on, you learned that no gift comes without price. With Sylvian's gift of healing, you saw how the mental state of your parents deteriorated over time. They spent longer and longer times in the meadows, until one day they never returned. You were 13 years of age. You had to do something for a living. Become a pickpocket, find honest work. Let's start to find honest work. A butler of a local aristocrat took you under his wing as an apprentice. You started working for the Baron Einer von Dutch. You learned good manners, grew to appreciate fine arts and other perks that high-class living brought along. Over time, you got better acquainted with the daughter of the house. Her name was Elise. She would be endlessly amused by your childhood stories and all the madness your past cold life brought with it. The Baron himself learned of your upbringing as well and was fascinated by Sylvian and her healing properties. The Baron used to work as a doctor, and he had a very different concept for healing than mending wounds. He taught you about the modern medical practices in exchange for your knowledge on the older god Sylvian. To be honest, his search for otherworldly knowledge felt a little bit obsessive even. He taught you that how you cannot cure any symptoms without giving something in return. To heal, something of equal value must be lost. Memorize this very line. Continue the studies to learn more. Continue with studies. You learn analyze. The most important thing learned is that you trade your life, yourself in the practice of medicine. That is the price to save the lives of others. As time went on, you became an item with a list. Everything fell into place very naturally, and even the Baron gave you his blessing despite your background being anything but noble. For the first time in your life, everything felt just right. But this wouldn't last for long, as something terrible had been brewing in the Eastern Europa for a good while. The conflict between Eastern Union and the Bremen Empire had dragged many neighboring countries to take part in the hostilities, and the Kingdom of Rondon was no exception. The kingdom was enlisting all able-bodied men to the front lines, and you had no choice but to pack your bags and join the Great War. Because of your knowledge in medicine, you were given an option to join the army as a medic or pick up a gun. You'd be insane not to be a medic in the war. You were given a scalpel, live blue vial, and pep pills. The war was cruel and inhumane. You had to take part in countless things better left unspoken. The only thing that kept you going was the thought of your new family waiting for you back home. Every night you'd read letters from home and fall asleep to a photograph of Elise. One day the letters ended. It was natural for letters to get lost in all the chaos, but you couldn't help your ominous feelings. So when the Kingdom of Rondon finally withdrew from the war, you rushed straight back home as fast as possible. The manor of Von Dutch was lifeless and dark on that gloomy day. You stormed through countless rooms, but couldn't find a soul inside. That was until you found the basement door partly open. In the darkness below, oh no, you could only tell apart the silhouette of a person who had died standing in the middle of a swirling ritual circles. The person was Einer von Dutch himself. He had died on the spot from what seemed like self-inflicted wounds and cuts. Each corner of the basement had sacrificial gifts to an old god unknown to you. Your heart sank as you recognized just who was the main sacrifice. You tried to save Elise with any means necessary. You tried to exchange vital parts of yourself for the life of her, but that didn't work. You tried unspeakable methods for days, but it was all in vain. She was too far gone. A cult had completely swallowed the Baron while you were away, and you could only guess what he had tried to accomplish. Upon searching through the Baron's documents, you noticed a certain place mentioned frequently, time and time again, a town called Prehevel in the country of Bohemia. The place had something to do with the beliefs of the Baron, and maybe there you'd find at least some sense to this madness. It wouldn't bring back your whole life, but frankly, you had nothing else going for you anymore. Only this small clue on what took everything away from you. Answers. That was enough of a reason to get you back on the road. How do you prepare for your trip? Stock up on medical goods, food, or alcohol. You managed to find 2 blue vials and a cloth fragment. It's been a long and mentally taxing travel to this point. You hope that whatever you find from this small town could give at least some closure to your sorrow. Save your character history? Yes, please. Skip the intro? Huh? No? Oh. Oh. You feel like someone was watching you while you slept. Curly haired man. Oh, you can walk diagonally. Excuse me. Shotgun shell. Wow. This is not how I imagined this at all. Duct tape. Wow. Oh, the icons are so much bigger this time. Performance enhancing stimulant. 12 gauge shell. Seal ammunition cases. Wow. Cloth fragment, small wounds, blue vial, light blue vial. Oh, it tells you exactly how much it heals. That's really nice, by the way. Wow. What's going on? Something feels off. Oh my god. What is happening? Workshop? This place, it's not the train anymore. Janitor, you! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where do you think you're off to? Don't you understand the hurry we are in? I don't understand. The eyes of the janitor bulged out from their sockets as his expression intensifies. No one expects you to. You are a stupid effing human after all. Now get your ass back on the workbench. This is your last chance. Next time is punishing time. You're supposed to assemble new cubes, of course. As for how, figure it out yourself. Okay. What you googling at? There's nothing to see here. Eyes on the cubes. Work or I'll rip those eyes out of your pretty face. Directional keys. Okay. I didn't know I'd get up. The girl in pink is trying to get your attention. Where do you think you're going? Oh shit. Oh, I can run. Nice. So there's a stamina bar, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. What's going on? hurts. You feel like you're losing your mind. Oh my god. I understand this when I saw this. But what I've learned since is that every new human that ascended to godhood became stuck in that room afterwards. This is so interesting. Who's this? The art in this game is so above the previous one. Ah, there you are. A mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice. Got you pulled out from that nasty place. You were going deep into that rabbit hole. Now you're safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the moon tower. Is this a nightmare? Oh, it is hardly a nightmare. You just need to adjust your perspective. Since our words could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one, Rare, the trickster moon god. And me, you can call me Perkele. I am just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. You are the dreamer, he is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us. What is this festival? It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peak to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. This must be all very confusing. I won't burden you with any more information. Just head towards the tower. That's all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer your questions once you get there. But until that, let us meet again under the moonlight. Okay. Don't worry guys, if you missed the first Fear and Hunger streams, they will all be in a video uploaded like tomorrow. Was it all just a dream? The train seems to have stopped. Oh wow. It's really cool. Booby trap. I missed that the first time, maybe. The seats are perfectly suited for resting. You just need to clear all the papers out of the way first. Combat manual and preheat map. Sick. Combat manual. Oh. Let's use it. This manual depicts the basics of survival in a close combat situation, as well as on the field. The following teachings can be applied both on the battlefield and in your everyday life. Lesson 1. Strategic dismemberment. Sever different limbs of the enemy to best subdue their attacks. If the enemy is carrying a weapon, it might be best to deal with that particular limb first. Going straight for the head might seem tempting, but attacking such guard the body part in the heat of the battle might prove out to be difficult. Taking out the legs will often rock the balance of the enemy and make them vulnerable for headshots. Rev up. As the fight goes on, you will get more revved up naturally, as indicated with your points increasing every turn. Use 1 or 2 rev up points to boost your strength, or 3 to use an additional attack up to your strength. Oh! There are also different skills that require rev points. Those are mentioned in the skill descriptions. Devastating attacks. Sometimes the enemy might be preparing for a devastating attack. These attacks can cause massive damage or other status ailments that prove out to be insufferable. Most of the times these attacks are telegraphed somehow on the previous turn and you can see them coming. You can either dodge devastating attacks by guarding, or you can risk it and face the Coin of Judgment. The Coin of Judgment is your last chance in dodging the incoming attack. You can affect your chances by throwing a lucky coin into the mix by holding shift, same as in the first game. Ultimately, your fate will be chosen by the higher powers. Lesson 4. Shooting. You can use various different firearms in the field, or outside the field, to weaken or kill the enemy before they get to the striking distance. Just have a firearm equipped, some ammo to spare, and press shift. Weaker foes might even get killed from a single hit. Running. Hold shift to run. If an enemy spots you, you will go into tension mode where stamina depletes at an alarming rate. Okay. You can't run with firearms. There's a lot more to survival, but hopefully with lessons we'll aid you to get started. Good luck. Thank you, game. Shall we have a look at the map? Oh wow. Oh wow. You're joking. It's Silent Hill, man. It's a whole ass town. Wow. Bohemia National Museum, the Hollow Tower. That's where we're headed. Temple District, Main Junction, Business District, Shopping District, Orphanage, Mayor's Manor, and we're at the train station, presumably. The man in the suit is talking to himself. He seems to be completely lost in his own thoughts. I'm late already, so late. Oh, wow. Woman with the brown jacket. I don't think there's much use just waiting for someone to come. You interrupt the discussion. Oh, the Patches woke up. What's going on here? The train just stopped in the middle of nowhere. None of us really know why. Are we far away? I don't think it's too far away. Some other passengers already left towards town, so I guess we are pretty close, maybe? I wouldn't trust myself with these kind of things. We're still thinking what's our next move. Bad news. This is the mechanic girl. Something's not right with the engine. I mean, there isn't anything obviously wrong with it, but it simply won't start. Maybe if I had some spare parts, I could still try a thing or two. Oh, you're awake too. You were the last one to wake. What's your name? Nice to meet you, and good morning. I'm Abella. My name is Marina. Olivia. Good to meet you all. You can call me August. Karen Sauer, journalist on duty. These are almost all the main characters. I'm Henrik. Osa. You were the first to wake up. Okay, that we're done here. As much as I like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. I have a job to do. Which way is the city? City is north from here. You know the place? Or is it just a hunch? Kiss this face. I was navigating the 7 seas as a wee lad already. Let's call it very educated hunch. Well, just follow the tracks, I guess. Wow. See the tower looming in the mist? That's what we call a landmark. Use it to orient yourself with the surroundings. In this case, orienting is a fairly easy task even for a city-dwelling metropolitan like you. Thank you, Golden Magikarp. Oh, bless you. One of my favorite viewers in the world. The tower stands in the middle of the city. Just head towards it and you're there in no time. Yeah, this looks like a amazing summer town, dude. So we were told to head to the tower in our dream. Thank you for these condescending instructions. I tell to respect your elders, but sometimes you guys make it very difficult. Before you go, should we go over the dream discussion with the new one too? Did you see the dream too? You saw it too, right? Every one of us saw the exact same dream. LM! Thank you. The moon, the girl in pink dress, the festival of Termina. It all felt too real to pass off as just a dream. Not the stock again. We should have asked that army pig, the Bremen pig. He wasn't awake. Oh, sorry, I skipped it. This smells like sadistic army experiment. Sounds exactly like something Bremen army would be part of. They had a similar hallucinogen experimented on war prisoners. Sounds a bit far-fetched. I didn't ask for your opinion now, did I? I'm a journalist. I've covered wars, you know. I don't need some queer eye patch foreigner telling me what's plausible and what's not. Queer in this context, I think, means strange. You haven't seen what I've seen during this past few years. I don't know why I'm still wasting my time with you people. Let's agree to disagree. I'm going to be heading out now. Not my concern. Bye. Monologue with the moon. Apparently, you only have 3 days to complete your mission. It's Kita Tanaka. Good to make your acquaintance. It's a little troublesome, but it's come over a train trip. I'm not entirely certain what to do. I have some urgent business in the city. I don't know. I can attack him? Okay. Okay. What is it you want? What do you think about the dream? It was interesting. What about you? It was mysterious. Actually, look at that behind. Are you dead serious? If you keep that up, I'll come up with a better use for this wrench. How about making yourself useful? Maybe I will do just that. Just wait and see, Ginger. Yeah, go make me proud. Can we talk about the dream? Oh yes, of course. It's got something to do with this place. Everything does feel like a dream, doesn't it? There's an ethereal feel to everything. Nothing more. Ah, never mind. What brings you here? Nothing much. A twist of fate, perhaps? I'm just passing through. Slav! Yo, what's up, you handsome bastard? Welcome in. So we're heading north, right? Anything to be found south? Oh. What are you sure you know where you're headed here? Wheat flour, nice. Carrot. Body and mind are fine. I don't see hunger, 99%. There it is. Glass vial. Okay, so you don't need to talk to different parts of the box, just one now. That's a little better. Lovely. Anything we can learn from this place? It's like a little village out here. Man, this is really pretty. Are we deviating too much from the path? Oh. Penny bun. It's a type of mushroom, maybe. Oh, no, I think we're headed there. Outskirts of Prahiva. An eerie silence fills the air. Yo, guys. A hacked off leg. What is that? What on earth is going on? They're dead. Attack him. Should we report about this to someone? The local police? Some more. Yo. You could use it if you had something to draw with. Interesting. Maybe it would be nice to go back and warn the guys. I don't know if the game will let me. Leaving Tanaka alone seems a little bit unwise, but... Oh, what's the matter? What's that? What's happening? Can we walk through these? Okay, I want to see if I can bring the news to these guys. Oh! They're all gone! What were we expecting, honestly? What were we expecting, then? Oh. Lure. Sick. Old Town Preheval, Maiden Woods. Okay. This looks like some signs of life. It's a little awkward. I don't know what is walkable through. I'm gonna leave this plant be, okay? Oh my god! Someone crucified in a power line. Riverside. And this game is taking its sweet time to... Yeah. 1 minute into the first game, I was already getting mauled by dogs, by the way. Golden Chanterelle. Oh Christ, there's a psychopath over here. Oh my lord. Oh my god, okay. So we have a scalpel and a soak best. Not the best thing. Oh man. I was waiting for this? You cruel bastards, man. Oh my god, no warning. Oh, the ghost? Yo, dude, there's something really wrong with this place. Where are you going, Cat? I'd rather not make acquaintances right now. Don't call me by first man. Creeps me out. Nice to meet you. Huh, likewise. Alright. You know what? Letter B is just not gonna be helpful. It's so obvious. Turnip. It's so nice that you can tell with a quick glance if something's been looted or not. I didn't realize what I picked up there, but that's fine. Gosh, what is this goddamn place? The man is crying hysterically. He has scratch marks all over him. His skin is hanging loose on the cheekbones. Oh, Sasha, thank you for the almost 3 years of subs. Thank you. What? What? Moonscorched. We're the ones who survived. I gouged my eyes out, but I still see the green hue. Devours everything. You can't just quit. We tried it, but it won. You can already hear her death rattle coming from him. Hear death rattle. Oh, Slashy, thank you. Game kind of quiet? Yeah, sorry, the music was really loud at one point. You guys let me know if it ever gets a little bit too quiet. I boosted it up a little. Thank you. Let's finish him, put him out of his misery. Jesus, okay. Oh, you have a question. 2 shillings. Jesus. Can't open it. You're a doctor. Yeah, I know. For some reason, I couldn't do much. These guys are completely out of their mind. Oh, God. Thank you, Slashy. Do I attack these guys? Bad, man. I just feel like I need to put these guys out of their misery. Sever arm and leg. Oh, so why are you doing this? I don't know, man. If you see a guy that's lost their absolute mind, do you, like, let them be? No, put them out of their misery. Oh. Rev up. I guess that... Does that stay between fights? I guess not. Severed arm and leg. Meat pie. Meat pie. Jesus. They didn't seem to be doing great, so I put them to rest. Same with the other guy. Oh. Heavier atmosphere. Oh, I've seen this elevator before, man. I don't like it one bit. The elevator door seems to be stuck from this side. Oh my god. It burns. The moon scorched this land. It scorched us too. There's an old rusty hatch. Too dark down there. You cannot see anything but darkness. Oh my god. Actually go in it. Alright, chat, there's a 99% chance that if I go down, I will immediately get assaulted by a zombie bear that poisons me and cuts my limbs all at once. So, let's maybe, I don't know, see the war a little bit more before we do that. Itchy, itchy. I scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch. The cold light that burns. What cold light? You're the same. You'll see. You'll come to understand. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So I'm already revved up. Talk, analyze. I feel like analyze will be more useful if we have a party member. Oof. Oof. We're infected already? Oh, damn it. 2 infections already? I'm already dead. Yeah, going for the limbs was another play. Rusty pipe. Seems like it's stronger. So, we do have a green herb. Cure infection. Yeah, we do need to use it. Thank God. Right. So can I have no recipes. This is settings. This is squid. This is status. Right, let's use some healing, but not all of it, hopefully. Okay, we're back to decent shape. We probably will regret using that herb later if we get infected, but hey. Red herb, nice. For a doctor, Dan seemed better at killing. I don't think he's very good at killing either, but... Is this all there is to this place? Yeah, did he drop anything, that guy? Nothing too good, right? Ever-present darkness. Ornament lantern. Throw it at the enemies for a small fire attack. Ideal. Brimstone. Electric panel. You don't really know what to do with it. Sea ration. Oil. Oil. Force the door open. Oh, so I see that this still works. Analyze. Wait, I'm stupid. The door has no weaknesses. Oh, why would I use my mind for that? It's interesting. Seems we can't quite do anything here yet, huh? Highlights the door. I just figured maybe I would learn something that I could apply to all of the doors, but yeah, seems not. Is there any obvious way out of this place? Did I miss anything? No, not really, right? Oh, yeah, there's a bridge here, actually. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Filthy shack. A wall of severed heads. The heads seem to be in varying states of rot. The earliest heads looks like several weeks old, while the most recent one seems freshly cut. Wretched being, the dark corner of unwanted and the undesired, where they dumped the disease stillborn, and now the moon scorched. Welcome, O fresh one. Welcome to the shit pit of Prehevel. What's going on here? The high priests of the city, they want to have their cake both ways. They spit on us and condemn our depraved ways, but when the time comes for the ceremonial gifts to their unknown gods, they take their elevator down here. Nice decoration. Under the ever-watching eye of the dead. I want more though. I want the one who swiped half the old town down. The woodsman. Then I want the one who condemned us down here. I want the filthy priest. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Well. Can't even attack this guy. I might as well pretend to be friends with him. Jesus Christ. This map feels very claustrophobic. So many things you... Don't. Do I have... Did I get him? How? So I am bleeding and I got infected. God. No, it's a good idea to heal this right away. Unlucky.
Welcome to my channel.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
That's not good, guys.
How was your day, sir? Sir or madam?
Over toast. The infection will eventually just kill us, straight up. How, dude? With one attack, too. Paprika, mushroom, blue herb, red herb, dirty toilet paper. Yikes. Well, just so you know, we might just lose a round to infection. Hey, it's this girl. It's you! Just what the hell is going on with this town? Something very bad. The locals, do you get attacked too? Yes. I'm just glad I took my pistol with me. This group just became a lot bigger. I have to be careful what I wish for in the future. What do we do now? We don't do anything. I work alone. I have a scoop to investigate. We won't be safe alone. Are you worried about me or yourself? I'm sorry, but you'd probably be a lot safer if you just return to the train. Were you heading to the city? I was, but I'm not sure what to do now. The city might not be that much better either. I have my connections to different organizations and groups. One of the resistance groups against the Bremen army tipped me that something was about to go down here in Prehevel. Apparently there's a very specific reason why Bremen army occupied this area. I wasn't informed about anything else, really. That guy will have a hell of a lot to pay when I get back. in some trouble, guys. I'm in some deep trouble. Footprints of the thick layer of dust. Can I read this? This must be a television room. Useless. Radio? Doesn't seem to work. There, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Oh my God. So dead. Okay. Christ. Let's get the hell out of here. I need a green herb, man. Soldier's diary. Green herb, please, I beg you. I think I'm on a really, really unfortunate countdown, guys. Maybe I should stay.
Easy peasy. This level is easy peasy. The other ones are.
Oh my God. Sets up a bear trap. Let's throw something, maybe. Wait, I have to aim? That's some good. Might be able to survive this. Chat. Don't feel so good about this. Nice. Ah, so that's what it is. You hear distant screams and ramblings. You are not alone. Oh, I'm gonna get eaten by the pigs. No. No, piggies, don't do this. Use your rev points. I don't know how to use them, chat. I read the manual, but I thought it was used automatically. I didn't quite get that. How about we'll name her Ellen? Since Ellen is a good friend of the stream and she gifted us up earlier. Okay. Right, so I think this time we can probably skip the intro itself, the dream, but we'll still go through her backstory. The soothing sound of rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. Despite your homeland suffering greatly from the First Great War, you had a peaceful and balanced childhood with both of your parents and many siblings. The northern capital, Aldegar, was rebuilt in their destroyed cities when news about hostilities in the Eastern Europa were broadcasted on the radio. It sounded like the beginning of another worldwide war. You were still too young to take part in the defending of the borders, so you had to figure out an alternative way to help. You had a knack for mechanics and electronics, so it came down to those two. Mechanics. Wrench toss. New skill. Because you were the eldest child, you had a natural habit of taking care of those around you. Many of your close relatives marched to battle. You already matured into adulthood, but because of your expertise in engineering, your role in the home front was more important than what you could have achieved on the battlefield. The home front was in disorder too. Someone had to step up to cover all the missing men now dying far away. Your broad shoulders could carry the burden of the increasing workload. During one particularly stormy night, while you were returning home after your 12-hour day, you ran into a foreign man. The man noticed you and desperately tried to run for it, only to collapse after weakly 10 meters or so. The man had been shot to the belly. Upon searching his possessions, you found his documents that said he was from the Kingdom of Rondon, an allied country of Oldegards. You thought about what to do for a moment. Took the man back home, treated his wounds. The man stayed unconscious for a week but slowly recovered thanks to your attentive mending. As days went by, he saw your eagerness to help and frustration towards the war. He revealed his business in Oldegard. He was part of an underground resistance called the Nameless Liberty Underground, NLU in short. The organization had been brewing, hidden from watching eyes. It was trying to subdue the advancement of both Bremen Empire and Eastern Union. The man had important documents that needed to be taken to the Kingdom of Rondon as soon as possible. He asked if you could take his role. You had been hoping for a chance to work on something bigger, and this opportunity seemed just that. You packed your bags and set out. He gave you his officer's sword. You traveled through Europa all the way to Kingdom of Rondon. You found the meeting point described by the man and made contact with his colleagues. After talking briefly about the current situation in the Eastern Europa, you were asked to join the organization. Weaponcraft. NLU had spies everywhere in Europe and beyond. Combining various information snippets gathered from across the continent, you were able to unravel parts of a larger scheme. The Eastern Union had been working on something malevolent and ill-boding in the country of Bohemia, and it seemed like Bremen wanted to get their hands on this project. Your deductions got a lot more weight when you heard the Bremen army finally occupied Bohemia. NLU sent some of their members immediately to the capital of Bohemia, Perhibo, but you quickly lost contact with them. The organization decided to wait and see if their members would surface, but you couldn't just sit back. You decided to take the first train towards Perhibo and find out what was going on. Oh, red shoes. Medical goods. You felt tense since the moment you embarked. We'll skip the intro this time since it's just a dream. Okay, beautiful. Or is it? Well, a dream-ish. I love the running animation. Bonesaw, yay! Blue herb, yay! Combat manual and Perhibo map. Let's read this one real quick once again, just to understand. As the fight goes on, you will get more revved up. Use 1 or 2 points to boost your strength, or 3 to use an additional attack to your strength. How do you use them? Yeah, that... Is it happening automatically? That part I didn't quite understand. So you're saying we're stuck here? Pretty much. The engine won't start, there must be something wrong with it. You ever hear a discussion? Oh, the pretty lady got up. Oh, there were still people inside the train? We don't really know what's going on. The train left us all here on the outskirts of the city. All the train personnel, everyone gone, no explanations. I tried to check on the train, but I couldn't get it to move an inch. Maybe I can help, I know a thing about trains. Cool. You're ashamed to admit it, but you feel the most at home in this attire. You examine the engine. Yeah, you find nothing wrong with it. Must be the regulator. Everything looks fine to me. Well then, it's a mystery, alright. Hi Losi, thank you so much. And thank you Lego as well for the 40+ months. Okay. You don't have to, of course, don't worry about it. Didn't mean to be nosy. My name is Marina. I'm Olivia. Lovely to meet you all. August. Karen. Embrick. Rosa. And the doctor that we played as is...
Dan.
Everyone saw the same dream. We can skip this a bit. Alright. Did I start a new playthrough? Yeah, we died, so we started over. We literally just started a new run, so you're not missing much. Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, I mean we got infected and it was looking pretty bad, not gonna lie. I lasted a good 10 minutes in the city. What are you gonna do? Wait here, I guess. I'm not in a hurry. Okay. Day 1. Let's go down just like last time. What's the other thing up the top? There. Chalk. Oh, I can draw with that. Interesting. Heck. Maybe I can draw on that circle now. Wheat flour, tomato. We will need to eat basically over time. Are these green herbs? Oh, maybe if I have plant knowledge, I can pick them up. I didn't think of that. Did this lead to the messed up town? I think so. Thank you, Chunk. I hope you and wife are doing good. This time, the gentleman didn't come by, did he? I don't know what to draw. Let's see. Oh, this is a green herb! Oh my god, I didn't recognize it. What is that? What on earth is going on? Maiden woods to the left. Yeah, this is another green herb. Oh man, I wish I'd noticed that. They actually blend in quite nice. Oh no. Oh my god. That's the woodsman. Termina is upon us! I don't think he's friendly, guys.
Ulfui. Welcome to my channel.
Oh Christ, what have I done? The woodsman's clearly out for blood. Let's get the hell out of here, please. Oh my god, help. Jesus. Don't forget to loot everything. Maybe the fridge. White vial. Am I stupid or? Oh, I see now. The basement seems to be heavily locked up. Investigate. The chains are severely tied. Listen, no sounds. So how do I use my reb? I don't. I need, blue is no and yellow is having an extra token. Okay. Right. I think I'm starting to get it. I still don't know how to consume them. Occult grimoire. Magic in Theory and Practice, written by Samidi Zimri. So that one doesn't lose his mind along with the soul, one must come prepared for all situations. The basics of any knowledge are always the most important. You need steady foundations in order to build the tower to the gods. To perform any rites in a ritual circle, the founding circle must be cut first. From top to bottom, the first one is the asymmetric circle. The asymmetric circle represents the older gods. Okay. The second one is called the imperfect circle. The imperfect circle is the mark of the new gods, who have strived for perfection, never to attain it fully. And the last one is called the perfection circle. The perfection circle represents countless spiraling cycles culminating in the birth of the ascended ones, the ones who are able to go beyond human limits. One must never assign sigils, not meant for their founding circles. That is the lesson to take from. The beauty of this rite is that you cannot change them, but they can change you. Okay. Rest for a bit. Okay. Oh. I don't know why, ever, I thought I would get away with that, man. Oh my god. Oh, brother. Bro. Okay. The good news is he's no longer outside, I guess. Damn. So we've lost a limb 5 seconds into our adventure. This isn't looking so good. It's his house. That does make sense. Is that his goat as well? The goat stares into the distance with his glassy eyes. You are met with feelings for great dread. You can't really explain why this is. Great dread. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I expected, but this is bad. Maiden Forest is most likely not what I want to be at the moment. Can I acknowledge this horse? We're gonna get eaten by wolves, aren't we? Okay, back to civilization. Oh. Red herb. So that's what they look like. Right guys, do you know any homemade remedies to like grow an arm back? Because damn. Jesus Christ, this thing. Most important thing we can do right now is just explore and see if there's any place where we can recruit another party member. That would be huge. What is this? Bloody ritual crucifix. They used to have this in the olden times, so you never seen one in person. Oh my god. You feel like throwing up. So if you get attacked while in sleep, you lose a turn basically. Lovely. Jump in. I jumped in last time and it was immediate, like in the first game, and I died immediately. It was, yeah, this game has options that are just straight up like deadly. You don't necessarily want to even try them even for a bit, even just to see what will happen. Does this connect back to the house from before? You'd think it would. Sure. How do you get out now? You try to find anything to help the situation. The cracks between the stones, nothing. Loose stones, nope, nothing. Knock on the wall, nothing. Look before you look. I did, and said it wasn't so empty. I don't know. Okay. Salaryman, hello? Is someone down there? Yeah, I fell down here. I need help. Oh, it's you from the train. How did you end up here? Oh my, let me see. Wait for a minute, I'll figure something out. You hear someone else approach the whale. Oh, you startled me, mister. I really need some... Well. Got a lucky coin, guys. Let's look at the positives. Got a lucky coin. We made it out unscathed. Tanaka, not so much, but yeah. Yippee. File. Oh my god, what is that monster? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay, I did kind of manage to bring it away from the items. Maybe? Oh. Yellow substance. Gold proof. Vodka. That's the biggies that ate me in my previous run. The door is locked with a simple lock. Closed until tomorrow. Oh. Unlucky. Just for the record, can I attack it and see how much my normal attack does? Wow. wow. So wrench toss is really strong. What's the downside? Oh, you don't come equipped with the officer sword? That's odd. Oh. You have to re-equip the weapon? Oh, every time I toss it? So I want to do it at the end of a fight, basically. I see. Thank you. Mind heal. Oh. This removes poison, heavy poison, and something else? Interesting. Max mind heal. Oh. Wait. Is that like permanent? Seems permanent, right? That's really good. So this gives you infection but removes bleed. Ouch. I see. Okay. Oh, it's just 5%? Why isn't it just... Oh, so instead of being a flat, it's just a percentage. I see. Right, but it is just normal. Yeah, it's not going over 100. That makes sense. Ammo meant for rifles. Don't have one, sadly. Right, maybe we can use a... Oh god, there's someone right there. Oh, what am I doing? This town is messed up, man. I don't want carrots. The atmosphere can be
Oh my god.
heavier. The basement seems dank and dark from up here. Bro. Is it ever a good idea to do anything in this game, man? My blue vial is a nice find. Still wet clothes. Might as well investigate a chat. The air is down here is heavy, moist, and musky. Green herb, good find. Watch out for traps. Come on, head! Nice. Eyeglasses. Oh, you have 3 accessories now. Fascinating. That's cool. I imagine they are like in the first game and they increase your... Improves the accuracy. Great. Sturdy overalls. Alchemilia, Volume 2. Time to read it then. Yellow plus oil, highly flammable, blah blah blah. Antidote for the poison. Golden chanterelle, gold chanterelle, nutritious liquid. Oh, interesting. So can I now craft? Oh. Ah. I think a blue vial was better, but craft weapon? Ooh. So we're looking for officer sword, a bolt, heroin, and duct tape.
Collector.
What is that?
Welcome to my channel.
Duct tape, bolt, sickle, and broomstick.
O, dobro jutro, kako ste? Otkud je ovako rano?
Isto reći s mene.
A,
Pa da.
možda da se pravim da te nisam vidio, možda ćeš prvo otići na spavanje.
Pa ne,
Ili svejedno nećeš. Tako da se džaram.
Neću, idem kasnije, ću možda malo odmorim, pa danas sam slobodan, sutra sam prva, izašao sam iz treće, jebot, slobodan dan. Nema ništa. Ma to ću popodne malo da dremnem i... Au kurac. Odmorio sam na poslu.
Eto, čovjek ode na poslu da se odmori. Pa de je pravda na ovom svetu.
Malte ne sam više spavao tamo nego u kući, jebote.
Ti još da plaćaš firmi što spavaš. Ne što spavaš, što odmaraš. Izvinjavam se, da parafraziram se. Mislim da se 8 sati resetuje onaj trial.
Aha, gotovo.
Mislim, da. Bio sam na onoj listi za double promotion zadnji put kad sam gledao. To je bilo jutros. Ako me neko ne smakne za sat i po vremena. Da se treći. Gleda se na drugom
monitoru. Se pičilo Helldivers, vidio sam.
Da, ja i... Ko je igrao?
Bakić, verovatno.
Jest, Kecma neće. Kak je to pusi. Kaže, previše igara tu ima, čak i ako je 20 GB igra, 22 GB, kao ono neće da ubacuje još igara na lager, onda će kao da izgubi fokus. Ja rekao, važi.
Pa vidiš, ja sam htio da ga instaliram na deck, međutim mi dalje piše da je 150 nešto giga.
Moraš da odeš u Steam library i da izabereš ono desni klik properties ili properties da odeš na igru u Steam library i da izabereš beta build, da ti pokažem samo kako to izgleda.
Možda vidim poslije to da stavim na deck, evo.
Properties, installed files, nije installed files, betas, evo pogledaj sad. U properties na Helldivers igru, jeli? Imaš da odeš na betas i tu imaš da izabereš prod slim kao manja varijanta igre i ona ti zauzima 22 GB na hard disku ili SSD ili čemu već.
Pa SSD, da. Prijedo. Pazi ti tu for. Baš ću poslije da probam.
Mislim, meni na PC-u pravi i ne pravi razliku. Pravi. Opet pravi razliku. A tebi na Steam Decku mogu pravi veliku razliku. Bojim se.
Ogromnu razliku. Baš ogromnu razliku.
Budući da nemaš baš toliki luksuz ili flex. A i svejedno ti, kako ja znam, Steam Deck nema onaj čvrsti disk sa pomičnim onim magnetnim trakama, tako da tebi svejedno ne radi ta njihova teorija zavere koji je Arrowhead kao, te ispod 10% Steam usera ima stare hard diskove, važi. Imam.
Da.
Imam na njima muziku i filmove. I ponekad ih upalim i to je to, razumeš. Nemam sigurno igre instalirane na tom disku. Gluposti. Arrowhead puši kanabis tamo kod njih u ofisu. Kako je njima dobro.
Dobar je ovaj Tower of Babel, super je. I onaj Dark Alliance, kako se već zove igra, isto je cool.
Koji? Onaj drugi što igram.
Da, isto ovaj Bullet Hell for it.
Ono ti je Conquest Dark.
Conquest Dark, jest. Baš sam na to i mislio.
Ono ti je u fazonu Conana Varvarina.
Do jaja, ja.
Vrlo je još jednostavnije od ovoga. Ovo je kao malo kompleksnije. Ono baš... Ta znam. Uzimaš level upove, skupljaš opremu i... Zavisi s toga koji si karakter izabrao, drugačije stvari level upuješ i eto ti. Ništa super kompleksno. Šta da uzmem? Će da me stuču. A da više nemamo. Nemam više revive. I Goblin mi ukro. Ma neka nosi. Kad umreš, ako umreš, goblin ti ukrade stvari. Ne sve, 1%. Ukrade neki shit, svejedno. Ništa od ovoga nije dobro. Možda ovaj prst?
Maybe.
Možda.
Maybe this ring.
Izgleda kao da da. Ovaj prsten vredi nešto. Ovaj ćemo da sačuvamo. Amulet. Ne valja.
Nema mi ga tomica, šta će to da bude, jel radi verovatno.
Ovako rano ujutro. Što bi on
da.
bio ovako budan? Misliš da je na poslu nešto tako?
Nije. Crno mu je na Discord. Spije taj najveći. Ili radi.
Ko će ga znati? Pa možda ovo vredi, nemam pojma. Ja tebi nazad ovo. Diskutabilno. Najbolje što sam mogao da nađem je plavi luk. Zato što ima vrlo jednostavne statistike.
Vortex.
Aha.
Htio bi da povedim jedan level da bi mi ovaj prosjek dao nešto. Traži me posle svakog levela po 1 zlat. Kaže mi ako mu dam još 1 zlata, da će mi otkriti neku tajnu. Lažov.
A možda ti laže?
Možda me i laže, po običaju. Jeste, želim da odem na težu mapu. Ovo ne umije da jebate. Ajde. Kao, da će mi pomoći da brže trčim, ajde. Ne pomaže kad to pokoljavaju, znaš.
Pa naravno.
Isti mu kurac će. Piše kao da brže trčim, ali to ne pali zato što ide ukrug oko tebe, kao u Pac-Manu, ako se sećaš. Ja sam kao maturski mi je bio u srednjoj školi razvoj PC igara kroz generacije. I bilo je kako je radio AI u starim igrama. Kaže da je u Pac-Manu, koji su napravili Japanci, jeli? Zapravo AI bio genijalan zato što jedan je uvijek išao na tebe direkt, drugi je švrtiško levo desno, bez ikakvog cilja, a treći ti uvijek išao okolo tebe, nikad direkt. Da te udari, znaš, tipa s leđa, razumiješ, da to koli. Znači, koliko ih je bilo? 3-4 su bilo, kao 3-4 kuglice ti ure, duhovi kao. I kaže, svaki se drugačije ponaša.
Pa da.
Tako i ovdje, razumiješ, imaš ove što idu direkt na tebe, imaš ove što malo kruže i onda imaju kao neki charge, kao DBD, znaš, samo se zaleti u tebe i izvekne ti u glavu. Kao ima sprint neki mali. To te sjebe. Dva put mu udario. Goveda. Već sad nije dobro. Kad počnu duhovi da izlaze iz ovih grobova, to će biti veselje.
Smiri se jebemo i čorbicu.
Kako on? On spava dok ti ne dođeš posle, šta?
Pa on je s dušicom, mada oni spavaju jebi ga i onda...
A
Dođe malo tu sa mnom, jebava me i posle ode da spava.
A traži napolje?
Pa slabo, ono, uglavnom na terasu kad ono izađe, on generalno ne izlazi napolje uopšte.
A, on je kućni mačak.
On je
full.
On je kućni mačak, da.
A da. Epo, našao je stalnu gajbu. I tebe kao cimer.
Jeste. I ja njega i on mene, da.
Evo uzet ću reinkarnaciju. Što će mi trebati uskoro. Basic attack. Dobro. Ako bi doterao basic attack na level 10, nešto bi radio. Ako. Gdje je mali kekara sinoć? Pitao da ćemo da igramo onaj Far Cry, ja i Cat smo rekli da nećemo trenutno, no igra nam se. Mislim, meni će ne igra, znaš, igrali smo Killing Floor 3.
No da, kakva je nova mapa, čoveče? Ja sam pokušao da idem da odigram, međutim 4,5 minuta sam čekao u meč i izašao sam, brate, iz igre.
Što nisi otišao solo?
Pa, kao posle razmišlja se kao da li solo, okej, ajde, ću da odigram s nekim, valjda.
Pa nema nešto puno više ljudi, možda pre je bilo 300-350 ljudi online, sad je bilo 800 i nešto ljudi online u proseku. Pa da, ali to ti dalje nije mnogo, razumeš, to ti je bio pik.
To nije ništa.
Pa da, tako da očekuj da ono...
Prepare for the worst.
Jeste, plus ono što ste rekao za drivere, za grafiku, nešto nisu dobro uradili s tim Unreal 5 engine-om, sad na AMD grafičkim kartama igra, iako je radila ok, sad vidio si ono, dobio sam brazilsku verziju, Limeta Green.
Limeta Green.
Da. Radi dobro donekle, znaš. Radi dobro dok ne radi odjednom. Čak sam pitao AI kaže da nema rješenja za to. Kaže jedini koji može nešto da uradi je kao developer. Ili ti tripare. Eko dobro. Ako ćemo njih da čekamo da srede svoju igru, vidio. Pokušaš da izađeš iz ovog obruča da te ptice okružuju, najbolje si. Da vidimo samo kako stojimo s strelima. Ne. Kad si zadnji put igrao DVD?
Odavno.
Da sam bio da gledam od Starvu, gledam njegov playthrough, Fear and Hunger. A to ti kao horror igra, ono 2D varijanta, znaš. Pa ali baš je ono hardcore. Znači lagano se gine, ima dosta eksperimentisanja, ima više krajeva, ima više različitih vrsta, više različitih načina da pređeš igru. Svaki put kad snimiš igru, ako snimiš regularno, ti podeš u krevet da se karakter odmori, premotaš vreme u igri za jedan dan, onda ti jedan od tih učesnika toga kao smrtonosnog turnira, jeli, umre ili dvojica. Mislim da imaš 3 ili 4 dana imaš kojima se dešava igra. Posle 3-4 dana, tipa ako ne uradiš ništa, nego non stop samo snimaš igru, pretvoriš se u nekog mutanta i to ti je bukvalno nekakav bet, kao game over, ako ništa nisi radio. A imaš i drugi način da snimiš igru. Imaš dva načina, nacrtaš neki ritualni krug i prizoveš jedno, kako veše, Goddess of Fear and Hunger i da se pomoliš njemu i onda ti on snimi kao igru. I imaš Book of Enlightenment koji ti također da opciju da sačuvaš igru, ali biva uništen pri tome. Tako da dosta stvari igraš tipa hardcore, znaš, ideš kao jedan dran i koliko napraviš. Neke stvari su uvijek na istim mjestima, neki su nasumični, tako da nikad dva playthrough nisu isti. Da imamo samo... Još su 17, dobre, još 9,5 minuta.
Znači 8 je 10.
Jest. Upravo tako.
Kakvi to novi modni detalji, šta je to u pičku, mati?
Koja? Ovo? Misliš na...
Tvoja uniforma nova.
Misliš na ovo? Imaš ove gluposti, to se meni ne sviđa još. Nisam fan ovih gluposti. Ovoga možda.
Čep.
Ovo ti je nekakav kao... Se zove set Forest Ranger ili tako nešto. Ne izgleda loše. Neutralne boje, imaš duge rukave, kratke. Ovo imaš i ti, ovo ti je default. Ovo ti kad uradiš sve queste, ako se dobro sjećam. Ovo ti je prvi deck. Ovo ti je kad se leveluješ na maksimalni level, ako se dobro sjećam. Ovo ti je Stella Montis event. Ovo ti je pre-order. Nije pre-order, ovo ti je onaj kao Deluxe Edition verzija. Mislim da se okupuje za lovu. Ako mi bude dobra kozmetika, možda uzmem. Dek ću sigurno da uzmem.
Dobro su što možeš te varijacije da radiš boja i dodataka za svaki set, to mi se sviđa.
Ba da. Šta sam teo sam ovako nešto i... Shotgun silencer, ko mi dade ovo? Kjecman ili tako neko? Gluposti ovdje ima. Bože spasi.
Ispušim cigaru pa možemo da odigramo partiju.
Može, čini se resetuju. Što baš tako specifično? Pa nemam pojma, eto, tako.
Inače, Kjekarica htio da igram. Dobre, možemo danas upikamo neku, ne znam kako si ti s vremenom je.
Ja sam slobodan do petka suboti.
O, mašala, bro.
Godišnji odmor. I to su mi, oni dali godišnji odmor. Ja nisam tražio ništa.
Ti mi reče nešto, da, ti mi reče da su ti nešto dali.
Ja. Jesu.
A moraš verovatno da ispucaš...
Tačno. Imao
deo,
sam...
kako već, ne znam.
Ne, ovo je zadnji deo. Do kraja godine.
A, zadnji deo,
da. Ja sam uzao što sam ja teo. Sad je već kraj godine. Ja sam uzao koliko sam ja teo. Sad je ovo ono što su oni trebali da mi daju, međutim ja se nešto nisam cimao. I sad ona varijanta je bila kao da iskoristim sve. I evo ti to sve.
Šta te briga, čovječe? Super. Iskuliraj taman. I šta posle već imaš sad za 2-3 nedelje, eto ti ga novi odmah. Nova godina, nova tura, nova avantura.
Nisam siguran da ovo bolje stiče da vredi te pare. Znaš? Možda bolje ostavi meci na meti. Brže puca to stoji, ali to što brže puca ne znači puno po meni. Može i ovaj mali stabilni fundak. Da, ako namontiraš ovako. Da, ovako je jako stabilno.
Dobro deluje.
Da, ali mnogo se teško nalazi recepa, znaš, zato nije ono, kao što kažu, viable uopšte. Naprimjer, lakše ti napraviti arpeggio level 4 sa dodacima nego ovo. I ovo te pretvori isto u švajcarski sir, brzinski. I ovo je automatska puška, u suštini ima veći domet. Ko si ima ovim džidžabidžama na arpeggiju, možeš na nekih 50-100 metara čoveka da izrešetaš. Ako nećeš toliko da trza, uzmeš ovaj padded stock. Kundak. I onda otprilike svaki metak ti se vraća u sredinu. Možeš čak i da hodaš ovako i pucaš ako staviš ovaj padded stock. Sve moraš da miruješ. Možda se krećeš malo. Ne puno, ali možeš. Viš, bar neka vajda od toga. Dok s ovim ne znam. Mnogo resursa. Kladim se da bi stičak imao isto rezultat. Dobro, ispucao sam okvir za sekundu.
Bobcat. Ima 3 minuta.
Znam, da to ne žurim što puno. Ketmana sam pokušao da objasnim, ako gledaš vamo...
Ma da neće ono, Ilija, ono od prvog minuta da bude dostupno, neće, ne bi rekao.
To znam. Vidiš ovu žicu, ako gledaš vamo gore ka levo...
Dobro.
Ideš gore. Ako gledaš ka dole... Ideš dole. Da li je Kecman bio da ide, krenuli smo bili da se penjemo gore i on je pogledao ka dole sa kamerom i spustio se dole. Ja krenuo gore i vidim da neće on sa mnom, ja se pustio i sišao s njim dole i dole nas čovjek izrešeta. A da smo obojice se popeli, pa da, što on ne zna za to, ja sam gledao kako ljudi objašnjavaju kako rade stvari u igri. Znači, zavisno s toga koji pravac gledaš, tako ti ide žičara. Naprimjer, možeš, kad bi pomislio, čekaj, samo da vidimo. Kao što rekao, kad pritisneš use, možda bi pomislio ćeš da kreneš dole zbog nagiba. Ne, krenut ćeš gore. To su ti ovako neke stvari.
Vežba za sticky granatu.
Pretpostavljam.
Obskurna Claire je na 20%.
Na 20%? Pa nije bilo skupa ni u startu, zavisi koju ediciju igre si htio da kupiš.
Nije, realno.
Dobro. Međutim, ne radi.
I ne radi.
Nego ne možeš da izađeš preko hatch key.
A tutorial, jebem ti čuo.
Možeš preko onoga voza. To taj deo su dobro radili. Au.
Sad mi baš živo zanima šta će bude pravo, šta će da ubaci.
Vjerojatno opet nešto nemoguće. Prošli tras imao onaj kao za hidden bunker. To nije mogo niko da uradi normalno bez ovi što su glitchovali kroz zidove.
Da.
I zato sam se čudio, bio prošli event i bilo ljudi koji su imali 90.000, razumiješ, pojene. Zato što može za sve vreme trajanja toga meča koji traje 40 minuta da mogo je da se ugličuje kroz zid i da non stop drka onaj terminal da oprostiš i da pumpa pojene. Opala.
Ide ga.
Nisam to teo sam. Teo sam da se uvatim rukama i... Ajde, gdje je tebi duh Lara Croft? Malo da se uvatim da idem na ruke, znaš.
Da breakdancuješ malo.
Pa to može, recimo. Da, moraš imati stamine ili čega god. Ne bi se moglo reći da ćeš da uvatiš, ali mnogo razloga izbacio toliko. Ne. Da. I da. Sad ovo ti kaže da je 200%. Kako se zove? Da, ovo da je... 200% increase ADS speed. Viš.
Attack damage per second, da.
Ne, to ti je koliko... Ne. ADS je... aim down sight. Ili ti kad ovo radiš. Ovo ti je hipfire sa botom. A ovo ti je ADS. Ili ti kao sa... Trebalo bi kao u suštini ADS da bude sa ramena. Međutim, po ovoj puškom je 30, tako da ono...
Da, hip.
Lakše se s njim krećeš, a ovaj ne baš, što se malo teže krećeš. I vidi se još kako... Evo kao preciznije malo, sve. Sad jel voliš više da si precizan ili da si brži na noge, to je već tvoje.
Return to Speranza.
Soon.
Jesu li se, mada čisto sumnjam ovaj sad.
Piše soon.
Naravno.
Soon. Što znači bi trebalo da radimo ovako. Task manager, da vidimo da li je paljeno. Bi rekao da...
Task menadžeru.
Palje ne igre dalje, vidiš, nije ugasio.
Coming back soon. Ma neće ili je još, vidjet ćeš. 15-20 minuta, pretpostavljam da neće.
Ovo sam radio da mogu ovako. Radni administrator.
O.
Jeste. Sad mi što kupiš neki veliki šešir kad budeš išao za Floridu.
O, to ću tamo da uzmem, čoveče.
Lokalni neki suvenir.
Pa naravno, normalno.
Če to pelješ, onda ima skonto da si turista. Na čelu ispisano. Kažu najgore kad odeš u Egipat, čini mi se. Kad te salete na Novom Pazaru. Pa da, kao kod nas u Subotici. Salete te ovi Romi sa čarape prodaju.
Gaće, čarape, majice.
Sve to. Jao, daj mi freeloader. Idem džabe da učitam bilo šta. Znam da neće. Sad, ja sam tryhard 3. Trebalo bi da dobijem 2 ranka.
Ajde.
Onda je dovoljno samo jedan sledeći. Da otličam da li dobijem flex neki. Da. Ne. Wildcard 3.
Ojde.
Ne, sad bi to dobijem Wildcard 2. I onda sledeći rank dobijem Wildcard 1. Trebalo bi neki minimum napora da uložim za to.
Minimum effort.
Da, maksimum minimum.
Have your eyes adjusted to the dark yet, Raider? Loot is ripe for the picking while most of Toledo is asleep. Though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
Ja ličim na Spaceport.
Blue Gate, šta je bro?
Kakav bre Blue Gate?
Ne znam, ne vidim ili ja.
Ma viš koliko peska ima.
izvinjam se.
Sve u redu.
On je stariji sin sad upravo ušao u Bosnu. Išao kod cure, znaš. Pa me zove da mi javi da je sve okej, prošlo i sve to.
Kako?
Ljupa bi onda premestio taj.
Bola me briga. Razbio sam ga u kemikalije.
Kemikalije.
S.W.Frost. Welcome to my channel.
Samo da te ne nagnaju tu.
Ma voli me briga, razbit ću to što nađem. Ja sam ti zlotvor, ti nemaš pojma. Sve skrepujem. Skrepi.
O. Opa, ide da.
Ove butanske boce nisu loše, znaš. Nisu loše, baciš neprijatelju pod guzicu i detoniraš ih, znaš. Rezultati su katastrofalni. Čovjek je bacio butansku bocu. Devastating, jeste. Čovjek je bacio ovome... Kako se zove? Ne. Roketiru na glavu. Bacio mu je stan granatu i bacio mu je kanister sa butanom. I instant umor. Da ne veruješ. To ti je ono portable alkemičar.
Hey, Raider!
Hello people. Hello. Je li čovjek ili džbun?
Ili džbun.
Naravno ću da uradim nešto bezumno, da si sumnjao. Jedva živ. Oho. Dole bojim se masakra u podrumu.
I ja se bojim. Pa će svi na grmu ko hijene. Nadam se da se upavi sve stvari. I'm afraid.
Pre su ovi mali delovi vredali po 5000, ja mislim. Sad ne baš puno para. Odsad ti jebem.
Pazi. Zipa. Neko kupi, vidite sam tako. Tu nemaš dobronamernih ljudi.
Dođi vamo, bre.
Dođi, paute.
Samo ti provociraj. Samo ti provociraj. That wasn't very nice. O, priznajem da ga nerviram.
Lelu metrovu izgibija pokoj.
Mrakčina neviđena.
Ide gas.
Pa nemam ja problema sa lekovima, vidiš. Ja sam čovjek alhemičar po prirodi. Vidiš?
Pa da.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Samo ti salvetuj.
Nickname Scrappy. Ha.
Hop, ide gas.
Celopinge pravimo ovdje po parkingu. Kuku.
Brate, au, sad si iščupu, nisi ni svestan kako.
Jesam. Me neko ne zategni iz mraka.
Boga mi, ove kuglice znaju baš dobar damage na nas.
A znaj.
Znaju, da.
Neko je izbio ovdje. Jest. Aj, repeat. Aj, sad će lešinari da budu nizu. Pa ja mislim da će. Bez greške. Ma kakav muzički album.
Samo da je durabilno.
Ovo je bilo ran za razve brigu.
Welcome to my channel.
Kako ja igram. Oho.
Šta ti je moć XP-a?
Pa...
Skupljaš ga kao i ja, ne treba ti.
Pa nije,
ali
nego materijal vredi, znaš.
Znaš ili?
Ma negdje.
Ako klikneš na tvoj level, vidjet ćeš koliko ti...
5 miliona, ja mislim. Ne znam koliko tebi piše, ne piše 5 miliona.
Ma nemam ja toliko sigurno.
Pa ne znam, imaš...
Nisam još ušao u arci, gledam da ove trajale se refreshuju. Daj da uđem sada, vidim. Nego gledam da ispratim partiju. Pratim tebe šta ideš, od početka pa... prozor se zatvara ili je?
Hey!
Evo ga, neko zove mamu im jebem. Čuo?
Don't shoot!
Kako ima lešinari, čekaj.
Ovo.
Change the other.
Hello? Hey, don't shoot!
Najbolji način da ugovoriš mir s nekim je da mu dovučeš nevolje na vrata. Dovukao sam mu Tvarka dole da se igra s njima dok puca u mene. Tako da odluči ipak vjerojatno da ne puca u mene. Kontam da je to bilo presudno, znaš. Za 26 minuta se refreshuje. Oh my god.
Nek se jebu, znači tek u 9. Ma nek se jebu.
Dobro, bar se našao patku.
Pa dobro, i to je tačno.
At least I have a duck. I dobio sam free hairpin. Onda nisam primetio da je nešto puno brži onaj diff. Unapređeni nego onaj neunapređeni. Brže kad loaduje, to da. Ne njaka onaj slide. Šta je slide? Slide je, nije zatvarač, nego slide je navlak.
Ilija, sve si pare potrošio, prijatelju moj.
No ne, kupujem non stop lekove, znaš. Ja jedini kupujem leku u ekipu, samo to da znaš. To ni znam.
No ne samo i lekove, gledam i ove zlatnike što si sve uzo čoveče da se pizaniš. Po najnovije mode.
Po večku modu. Evo patke. Materijal. O, mi sigurno ne pravim.
Koliko si skupio patkice za sada?
Što ga znam. Ima je. Pozamašna kolekcija. 37 komada.
Ohoho, mašala.
Ima jedan lik što ide okolo skuplja, mislim da ima pun inventar pataka. Mislim da li tražuju ljudi patke ili tako nešto. Ili oni sami je skupljao. Kad ne iđe na tebe baciti kao patku, kao znak prijateljstva. Nešto u tom ritmu znam da je komično.
Back again, huh? Seamless transaction, wasn't it?
Jest. Šta, oba su isti? Da.
Dobro večer.
Kako ste?
Pa ko to nama živi, jebote.
Pa, mrdam kao.
Ever notice how humans sneeze? I've been practicing. How's the...
Pa, me čoveče, izašli iz trojke, brete.
Pa zašto te nema 4 dana?
Mislim, to se čekam da se ovo resetuje.
Brate, jurio sam oko onog i kažem ti plus posao i jebi ga.
Oko ovog, oko onog.
Savjetovo ti s Milanom to na poslu kako treba, nije?
A ne.
Da, on obično daje savjeti kako se radi.
Čovjek ima jako dobre savjete.
Jest, Vučić ga sluša.
Što manje rada, a pun para. Znači,
u stvari ništa, u stvari više se ne radi nego što se radi.
Što više ne rada, više para.
Što više ne rada.
Da, ali ako niko ne radi, neće biti novca uopšte.
Jeste vidjeli Zox što mi najebo od AI-a?
Ne?
Pa vidio sam da su ga nagnali, okružili su ga bili, znaš.
Znači, pazi, sve živo ga napada od robota, nema šta ga ne napada, nekoliko kugli, gore tu. Pa i uspe sve da izbegne, nekako ostane živi, otvora vrata, ono liper ispred vrata.
Nije se setio da u tom magazinu konkretno uvijek imaš iznad glave onaj turet koji te nišani lobanju da ti otkine.
A ne, zašto je bilo nekoliko ovih rajdera ispred su ga prvo pucali, mene krenuli na njega. I on zbriše tu unutra. Imaš gore Jovanović tu sinoć.
Pogledat ću.
I kažem ti, vrhunac svega, otvara vrata, kono se sve preživao, ono liper metar ispred vrata. Gleda u njega. Moje se suzi išlo u svehu, majke.
Aha. Jesi rekao da igram kao Blade? A, pogledaj.
Gledam. Jesi uzao Skalija novog?
Ne, gledaj.
Ajde.
Ovo ti je Foster, viš? Ovo ti je Luna? Ajde, kao na katan izgleda loša.
Fosteru sam ja tako nešto.
A DJ Scully ti ima, a ne, free je bukvalno, znaš. Čim uđeš u igre izabereš ga free.
Robo. I tako, dobri moj Jovanić, koliko si sad slobodan?
Ništa, samo danas, brate, već sutra u prvu.
Zašto jebote tako?
Pa jebi ga, brate, tako je, šta da radimo. Mora se i ja malo pomučim da bi uživo, jel te, a?
Pa ne, može to tako, alo Jovanović.
Jebi ga, brate.
Jovanović, tu moj dobri. Danas moram završim onog Alien.
Pa trebao bi, bio bi krajnji red da to uradiš.
Ovo ne može više.
Da.
Da.
Baš tako, tu sam.
Ne, Ilija.
A?
Ilija je tu, ali kao i da nije tu.
Kako da ja znam da sam tu ako nisam tu?
Kad sam promenio grafičku, jebe me opasno Hunt. Ne znam zašto mi, znači OBS katastrofa.
Jesi obrisao shader cache?
Ne, Hunt mi radi do jaja, nego OBS.
OBS, a?
OBS dropovanih frame-ova, ona crtica je kao signal za... To varira. Isključim Hunt, uključim...
Jesi li... Pa ne znam, jel ti je limitiran FPS u Huntu ili nije? Koliko?
Na 144.
Koliko je meni, nemam pojma. Čemu se radi?
Na OBS jedi Boga. Ne znam šta je.
Pa onda... Ja ne koristim OBS, klasičan, koristim onaj Stream Elements. On ima drugačije pluginove. U suštini je OBS, samo što ima više poboljšanja.
Jebeo matak. Inače, probao sam onaj AVE.
I?
Pa lošije to izgleda od tebi.
No, će ovog da nagnaju, brate, gotovo.
Mnogo više muti sliku nego...
Pa, gdje će je?
Si ga vidio?
Vidio sam.
Trebalo bi da je kao kvalitetnije po onome što čitamo sve, ali nije kvalitetnije kada.
Pogine jedan čovjek. PlayStation, PC. I PC.
Eto ti. To.
I od AV1. Kad ne bi trebalo, ja.
AVM bi trebao da održi dobar framerate sa pristojnim kvalitetom slike. To bi trebalo da bude sad.
Ne, odličan je framerate, ali imam mnogo više muti sliku nego herc na YouTube-u.
Pa možda...
Na YouTube-etu.
Misli probao da podesiš kvalitet ili staviš ono kao brzinu enkodiranja.
Joj, koske.
Pa jesam, ali ne.
All around us, if familiar faces, one of the places, one of the places.
X davil.
Bilo je 110 evra pre 3 nedelje, sad je 4.
Koja je grafička karta?
Ma, memorija DDR5 je lepo podijel.
A to je okej.
Jebi se, čoveče.
Ko ima para za to? Da bi imao DDR5 memoriju treba ti ploča za to, da znam.
Ma ne, nego ti je bila pre 3 nedelje, bila 110 evra, 32 GB, sad je 400.
Pa što bi ja to kupio uopšte? Ja se žuri neko da kupi DDR5. Ne vidi neki evolutivni pomak između DDR4 na 4000 i ove na 6000. To su tako miniskulne gluposti, razumeš, da što ne vidim.
Betos. I kako kažeš, Ilija, da se zove Prod Slim ili Prod Legacy?
Legacy ti je 130 GB, Slim je 20.
Okej.
No je tako, Slim je, ono, Slim and Fit. Oni čajevi, znaš.
Gledaj stvarno majku mu jebem.
Vidi stvarno.
22,54. A, pa ovo je već priča, brate.
Pa ne moraš im da razmišljaš da obrišeš igru ako fali prostora na disku.
Naravno, ovo će da stavim definitivno, brate, na deku. Top. Da, definitivno. Pa, brate, sa 130 nešto što mi tražilo na 22, mislim. No brain.
A koja je igra?
Helldivers 2.
Pa to je apsolutno.
Da.
Navodno su zbog načina na koji se kompresuju teksture i zbog toga što ispod 10% Steam usera ima HDD diskove, jel da? Nabustovali su veštački instalaciju igre na 103 GB. I sad su ti dali opciju da instaliraš Slim verziju sa kompresornim teksturama koja je 22 GB. Sa 135.
I koja je sad razlika ovako?
Grafiks, pa meni isto učitavlja, ja imam sve jedno M2 diska. Meni razlike nema u brzini stavanja. Does this lags a bit? I think.
This video will show you.
Where are the disposable safety scalpels?
Ali, brate, pazi, koliko nisu normalni, brate, 150 i nešto giga, jebite se, ne, 130 nešto, jebite se.
Pa, mislim, glupo im objašnjenje bilo po meni. Da ne bi ljudi koji imaju sporiji hardware kao učitavali duže u meč, te za to je to tako. Boli me briga za to. Učitavaj pola sata ako ćeš. Te ako oni sporije učitaju meč, ti ćeš njih da čekaš iako imaš brži hardware. Pointa priče, ljudi koji imaju Steam Deck već imaju SSD diskove u sebi, nemaju mehanički diskove. Tek oni mogu da premete brzinu u učitavanju. Wait man. Follow me.
Claustrophobic conditions.
This way, this way, this way. To the lab.
They're relentless. You almost have to admire them.
This way.
Ja mislim da ti stvarno sad zek nije do jaja.
Yeah, just stay here and don't move. That's it. Win strategy, trust me. You just don't open the door behind us. That's it. Malo laguje meč.
Malo?
Malo, malo. Ne puno, ali sad. I got him, I got him. Nice. Got him.
Really setting that bar high with that straight takedown.
A thorough cleansing.
Game complete.
Naravno. Možda nisam kao doktor da ubijem 5 puta ako ubiju svi ostali igrači, ali znam da ne umrem. Da ne umrem.
Ne daj se, Ilija.
Evo ne mogu. Samo da me ne zove.
Da me maneš s umirenjem, molim te.
Samo da me ne zove više u partiji.
Nemoguće, što si sad napravio neku zajebanciju, jebat ću ti mater.
Ko mačak?
Ma... Idemo ima Sevinku, ću da ga zadavim.
Back to the lab. Trust me. Where was the lab? Where was the lab? Ah. This way.
Saw that.
Neko vrištanje se čuje okolo naokolo.
Anyone looking for a zip line?
Da. Da vidiš ti šta radi gospodin Snake.
Sve im kidam ruki i noge.
Kako radi dismemberment ruku i nogu.
To sve lepo radi do neka.
Panglovanje.
Otkoštavanje, da.
Da.
We got him.
Dobre, da. Palim, brate, u četvrtak uveče imam poleće u 8:15 za Istanbul i posle toga odmah Miami. Miami, baby. Miami. Nikog ne vodim, idem sam da se odmojim slatko. Ma kakav eš nesrećni kučkin sin.
Pa da posle guvati muka dok leti.
Da bom.
Pa kad baci peglu, šta onda?
I koliko staješ?
Do kraja godine. Vraćam se 31.
Ili da ga stavi onu korpicu u avionu.
Pa da, 20 dana mu doći to, tako. Mislim top. Kako sam sve... Pa da ti kažem kako je sve ispalo iznenada da kažem, bukvalno. Jebi ga ono. Dobro sve ispalo, znaš. Sad će da bude u buduće druga pesma. Pa znaš kako jebi ga, prvo nisam znao zbog vize da li će da mi odobre. Mislim, nema razloga da mi ne odobre, ali ono nisam znao. Jebi ga, uvek je to. Da bi mogo bilo šta drugo da računaš i planiraš. Zbog toga ovog, pošto je prvog puta, jebi ga ovako kako je, posle sljedeći put kad idem, brate, pa gledat ću normalno termin od tad do tad na vreme sve da kažem i kolegama i da kažem šefu i da ostavim na kraju krajeva odmor za to, razumeš?
Da.
Ali opet kažem, sve je ispalo super. Jebi ga ono, za mjesec dana bambere, da li hoće, da li neće, ajde probamo. Aplicirao sam, kupio papirić, otišao, prošao i sad znaš, sad jebi ga lakše. Pa da, tako mu dođe, $185, to mu dođe to. A jebi ga, ba čuti brate da misli da sam se sve timao za džabe. Me razumiješ? Platiš to, timaš se sa ono, menjaš s kolegom odmor, termin, ja sam trebao u novembru da idem. Mimo ništa u planu, razumeš, kao u pozonu koga jebe, ću da sedim, razumeš, kući malo da se ono iskuliram i poslije taj drugi deo imam plus. To je sve već odmor od ove godine, razumiješ, meni ostaje još posle toga 5, 7, znači 12 dana radnih još imam odmor čovjek. Znaš, i onda boli me dušo. I odmah dobijam, razumiješ, posle sad nov odmor. Tako da ću to raspodelim i da imam za zdravlje Bože, razumiješ? Sljedeći put kad idem da imam. Zašto? Tek.
They're breaking through!
To je to, da. I kažem ti, brate, nisam mogu, naš, od tad do tad, nego sve nešto okvirno i to sve ako prođeš i to sve ako bude, sad je druga pesma. Mi sljedeći put, bratu, kad budem išao, zdravlje Bože, ma kaki bre, 15 dana, 20 dana imat ću uzem odmor, kaki kurac.
Oh, I see, everybody died.
Neću, onako, znaš, koristim te odmore bez veze. Evo vidim od prošle godine kao u fazonu, nemam gdje, znaš, ono, taj drugi deo uglavnom spucam totalno kao u fazonu, ok, hoću da iskuliram kući, hoću da igram, da gledam filmići, hoću jednostavno da opustim mozak i, znaš, ono.
Toby feels the squeeze.
Svi su odumrli bili malo.
It's mine.
Neće mu puno pomoći, ali im da malo para.
How many more are there?
Enjoy it, boys! Don't die!
Dundije.
Dije, Bart, dije.
Don't dumre.
Ona epizoda Simpsoni kad kažu zašto imate istetovirano na kao ramenu daj Bart, daj. On kaže ne, nije to Bart, daj, to je dije, Bart, dije. Kao taj Bart.
Dije, Bart, dije.
Kao to je to, da. If I can have one man here, cover me, yes, thanks. Stay here, I'll cover your ass. Simple as that. Simple.
Stay here or I cover your arse.
So basically, every now and then a husk will jump on your head from here. You have to just watch here.
Borise. Boris Gardinovački čakne. Čak Boris, da.
You can do it, boys, you can do it. Oh yeah, that ammo bag just got destroyed, so yeah.
Da. Ima Ilija Didem u Universal Studio. Da. Opa, ide ga. Ma Netflix je jako.
Mnogo jaka priča.
Jako. Baš. Pa jebi ga. Ne znam. Otkud bi to moglo da znam? Otkud bi ja to Boris, dragi prijatelji, mogao da znam? Na 50% je znam.
This way, Mr. Abu, this way.
to kreski rap.
Jeli, vi ste kao neka javna komunalna ekipa. Furate dobar stil.
Stil, da.
Da, pa evo gledao sam ih bio. Da men daj. Pa ti ekip.
AIN. Made in China, sine. Ide gas.
Nice.
Zločko je. To ti mali zločko.
You can do it, boys, you can do it.
You made nice work at that flesh bound.
Koliko imam 570 healinga, lele.
I believe I can fly.
Teško ćete vi preživjeti boss. To im ja kažem. Nema šanse.
Samo da se ne derem, znači kad sedem tamo da je bombu avion.
Vratit će tebe i pre nego što stigne.
To je sve dobro.
Gledao diktator sa Ali G-om. U helikopteru kad pričaju za Porsche 911.
Jeste, i za Osamu Bin Laden.
A ovi tripuju 9 i 11 ili će opet da se desi.
I počnu da odbrojavaju kao koliko brzo ubrzava, ne znam, od 0 do 100 i onda počnu da broji 10, 9, 8, 7, a ovi aaaaaaaa!
To mi je najjača scena u filmu.
Pa jesi, zato što...
Oni prstom zaleđe, tu Milošta noći trči, jevi ga. Izgleda ko sa dinamitom napropan. Osama, Osama. Kaže, tako je usro kupatilo, poplava, sve je poslao.
Pod is closed for business.
Nice. I would say shoot it. Don't try to hit it.
It is what it is.
Da je Impalera mogu jednog da istučem, znaš, od dvojice mogu jednoga da istučem sam s mačevi. I kad smo igrali Catman, on je s komandom pucao, ja sam udarao noge. Da. D'accord. Ubrala kako se isporeća po nama. Daj meni ga danas, daj. Hoće. Mark it so you know where it is. Trust me, mark it always.
Ajde, ajde. Čepaj.
Watch your feet, watch your feet. Okay, nice. Put a dot on it and just run. Let's die. Boom.
That's the right way to do it.
Joj. Ovo je sam bio hard.
Da.
Šta ću kad nemam suve profesionalce ovdje? Neću da ih imenujem, znaju ko su. Što ustaju Zoro i pitaju hoćete KF3. Ja ne verujem. Ja ne verujem kad me to pita. Good job guys. Good job, we did it. We did it. Uspeli smo. Dobro, šta je tu je? Sad ću kad volim ove ložačke igre. Supljevinsku muziku. Ajoj, šta ću? To si ti rekao, samo da se razumemo. A ne znaju ljudi, nema veze. Opušta, ko mi je krik, previše igramo gluposti. Izgleda lako, uopšte nije lako, da mi se jajca znuje kad igramo ovo. Stres iz mene izlazi trenutno. Fino, fino, fino. Kaže, Kecman nije kupio čitav onaj supply pass. Ja rekao, kako nisi kupio supply pass? Kupio sam supply pass, imam za sljedeći već. Ja rekao, imam za sljedeći da kupim odmah. Ja rekao, šta se radi? Ko smo i Slavko toliko igrali u igru previše. Ti si kriv za sve, samo da znaš.
Isili smo. Baš dosta. Pa tako imam ja. Eto, tako novčiće od prilike. Oko 150-ak tu. Ej.
Ovo ti kao neka nova puška viš ova. A ovo ti je neka nova optika koja bi trebalo u suštini da ti kao red dot sight, samo što ti ovo omogućava da vidiš nekako zovu sirena. Mnogo je precizno isto. U suštini bi trebalo da ima onaj medic gun attached na Bollywoodu to.
Pa dobro.
Imam za to pištolj, ne za healovanje, to je to. A, fino izgleda. Ovo je ovako precizno. Samo malo na booster, ne sjećam se da je imala 800 damage. Ja sam uzeo zelenu municiju, ovu.
Green?
Da, ovo što radi poison. Aj sam, armory. Pam. Ja sam uzeo acid grenade. Mnogo volim ono Resident Evilu kad gađim bossa, on se raspada do trova. Možda ne radi bog zna šta, ali ga malo zatruje. A meni to dosta. Ovo radi 300 damage-a, default ovo radi 130, pa ti vidi. A čak ni igram s ovim, ovo sam napravio do sad. A da, ovo puca kao... Aha, da, oni... Kao delay neki. Prošlo pola sata više. Da vidimo. Hoću moj double promotion, bre. Sam tu u Grcu otvara one, kako se zovu, probove s ovim momcima u gluvo doba noći. Umjesto da idem u krevet, razumiješ ko svi normalni ljudi, ja sam ostao bio budem s njima, išli smo po oluji dok su gromovi nam šibali oko glave i otvarali one... Što je najjača fora, mi otvaramo probove, ljudi nas tuku snajperima s onih kula. Na onome...
Svašta jevate, koji majmuni jevate.
Znam, to je već njihova neka stvar.
When I was 16, I designed a computer game in this notebook. My friend Chase helped me program it, and it was awesome. But then, it got lost. Or was it? Hope you're ready, you mother-flippin' turd pile. Because I am the X-Slayer.
Samo retro.
Da kažu toliko loše da dobro izgleda. Vengeance of the Slayer.
Jeste. Jebote sa 130 nešto gigabajta na 20 i nešto. Ili igra u kurac.
22.
Helldivers, welcome aboard, Helldivers.
Si vidio novi Warband? Si vidio Store?
Vidio sam ga na Sonyu. Nisam nešto mnogo obraćao pažnju, ali vidio sam da su dosta izmenili.
Dodali su Fiends, nije Fiend Destroyera. Ne Doom Slayera, već Fiend Destroyer. Pogledaj kakav armor ima. Ako pritisni R, pa nije GoAT dugme na konzoli, jebeng.
Ma nemam pojma na konzoli, ja gledam sad da skinem ove zebanci ovdje. Da li ima neki patch ili mali update ovaj
Helldiver?
Another Zombie Survival. Ne, Survivalist. A Helldiver ću sad samo da startujem da uđem da vidim. Da, mada ušao sam, vidio sam na Sony.
A ništa.
Jeste.
Evaluator. Evo, provjeravao sam njegov mater. Steam
Super Earth.
Long loading time. Go to Steam setting, web browser, delete web browser cache and cookies. Dobro, a?
Boss.
A? Okej. Task Manager. Run. CMD.
No šljaka sve okej, što?
Da ti objašnjavamo za... Idemo da im krademo bukvalno platinu.
Polio.
Aha.
Halo?
Hello.
Što se čini?
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
A što se čini?
Hakujemo.
Hakala?
Da.
Si ti neka hakala?
Mi hakujemo.
Si ti neka hakala?
I radi se super ekstra, fenomenalno.
To je absolutely marvelous.
Mhm.
Ja najviše na svetu volim kad tebi to radi marvelousno, znaš.
Marvelousno mi radi.
Marvelousno, jeste, da.
Sve sam pare potrošio, prijatelju moj.
Na šta?
Na žene i alkohol.
Na drogu i debele žene.
Uje.
Nisi pitao Milana kako to treba da štediš.
GoAT restart.
Šta se kum osjetio
BRB.
Šta ti pisao pre neki dan?
A kog više boli kurac, čoveče?
Što su njemu povređene osjećanja?
Jebote, brate moj, vi batalite ko počeli ste ko žene.
To je neki njegov problem.
Pisao 15 poruka, alo, kume, alo, što brišeš poruke, nešto, šta je tu podigno.